Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Jackie Van Ham, your girl in the know for all things motorcycle. Welcome to today's show, everybody. Welcome back. Happy Wednesday, your middle of the week motorcycling event roundup. That's right. We're back to a couple of events are starting to pop up on the calendar, which is very exciting. I haven't said roundup in about 3 months now, so welcome back to today's show. As always, I can see your comments over on my second camera, so feel free to peek in and say hello. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. And welcome back to our top fans, of course. Welcome back, welcome back. And no matter where you are out there in the world, hola, como esta, konnichiwa, guten tag, bonjour, and buongiorno, of course. Thank you for tuning in. So, a little bit of news this week and then a little bit of event coverage. So, thank you for clicking, liking, and most importantly, well, your watching is terrifically important, but also sharing all of these videos is super important. So, thank you for tuning in. So, let's get on over to it. First things first, going on over in the news for this week that I thought was kind of interesting. You know, there's not a lot of motorcycling events going on right now, obviously. So there's been a couple little, some designs and a little bit of like sneak peek and some patent news have been floating around. That's what's been going on out here. So this I thought was really interesting, and that's right. It's a Harley-Davidson, obviously, for my V-twin fans out there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But Harley-Davidson is releasing the patent information for a self-balancing potential Harley Davidson. Oh my goodness, what the hell is this? Milwaukee's innovative idea would target old and new riders alike. This is coming from CycleWorld.com. Harley Davidson's problems have had plenty of publicity in recent months, but they largely boil down to two factors: an aging fan base and difficulty attracting new buyers. Very much the same for, they call it all of motorcycling. I'm going to say some of motorcycling, and I'll explain that in just 1 minute. Some criticism of Harley has been ill-deserved. After all, despite the company's staid reputation as a leading light in some areas of technology, including electric bikes. But it's also clear that the type of heavyweight cruisers and tourers making up a big slice of the firm's profit margins have problems appealing to novices and aren't easy practice for the oldest of motorcyclists. Their sheer size and weight, which is part of the attraction for some, mean they can be hard to handle, particularly at low maneuvering speeds. What if Harley created a form of rider assistance system that eliminated the possibility of an embarrassing low-speed tip-over? That's precisely what this new patent is intended to address. The firm's idea, as revealed in this new patent application, is to add a gyroscope to help maintain balance when stationary and at walking speeds. Bolted into a standard-looking tour pack top case, this isn't the sort of micro-electromechanical gyro that forms the basis of modern inertial measurement units in many new sport bikes. Instead, it's a traditional spinning mass gyro, the sort that was used for guidance on the Apollo moon missions, and effectively a scaled up version of the seemingly gravity-defying children's toy gyroscopes. So how cool is that? So there's your first schematic of it. And it looks, to me it kind of looks like a transmission case, right? I was like, what the hell is that? Where does it go? It kind of looks like a tranny, but that's not what happens there. So this unit is all contained in this box. And you can see, I'm going to show you one more schematic. There we go. So that's the exploded view. You can see the flywheel, the circular disc that's towards the top of the schematic is a flywheel, and it pivots and rotates as the sensor tells it whether the bike is tipping over left or tipping over right. Like, I thought that was pretty hilarious, right? Like, I thought that was a pretty darn clever idea. And the thing that interests me about that is the simplicity of it, right? Like, it's a basic gyroscope, like a spinning top. You spin it and it doesn't, it stays upright. So it couldn't get any more basic than that. So it's a heavy flywheel with an electronic motor that spins it whenever the sensors tell it the bike is going left or right. Like, super simple, straightforward technology, right? I thought that was pretty awesome. So that's what's going on for our friends from Harley-Davidson. They just released this patent. But here's the way, to me, more interesting news. Perhaps the slickest element of Harley's patent design is the fact it's self-contained. Rather than being built into the bike, the whole gyroscope unit and computer controlling it is mounted into the tour pack top case, so it goes in the trunk. That means it only needs an electrical feed to operate and could be retrofitted to virtually any number of the firm's bikes. The patent suggests that a second wire could take speed readings from the ABS, or that a built-in GPS system could be used to measure speed instead. So I thought that that was pretty rad. I thought that, that was pretty interesting. I love seeing some interesting new tech and some thinking outside of the box a little bit. I mean, let's let's face facts here. You know, a 900-pound tour bike isn't the easiest bike to manage for a lot of people. Will this maybe lower the bar of entry for newer riders, younger riders, or smaller riders? Who knows? You know, we have to wait and it has to be released in the wild to find out yes or no. But I love the idea that they're kind of thinking outside the box a little bit and implementing some very, very basic rudimentary technology into a modern bike. I thought that that was pretty rad. So, also going on for this week, some news out here in motorcycling. A really interesting piece of news, and I don't have a slide for it, but just really quick. Obviously, you know, since the my corona hit everybody, for as far as quarter one sales goes in motorcycling, sales for everybody is down, and I mean it just simply is because dealerships couldn't be open. And you know, it's no fault of their own. It's no fault of the motorcycle industry. It just was a very unfortunate thing, and the way that motorcycle sales works is it's a person to person industry. Now, do I wish that that would change and it could become much more digital based? Of course I do, but the cold hard facts of it is that motorcycling is a little bit traditional, and they really count on people going to the dealership and looking somebody face to face and buying a bike, and that just could not happen for a couple months here. So, and globally, so motorcycle sales have been down for the past several months. That's not a surprise. But, you know, no harm, no foul. It just is what it is. But the really interesting thing is there's one segment where motorcycling sales has not slowed down. As a matter of fact, it is up 30%. That's dirt bikes. That's right. Unbelievable, right? 30% up growth in dirt bike sales. Like, first of all, bravo! Bravo! All of you who are buying dirt bikes. If you don't ride a dirt bike, it's time to think about getting on out there and throwing a leg over one. They are an absolute hoot. I ride dirt bikes. I'm a huge advocate for riding dirt bikes. Dirt bikes are cool for men, women, children, young, old. Go camping, bring your family, bring your dude buddies, make it a dude weekend. Dirt bikes kick ass all the way around. So I was really stoked to see that they have not only are surviving COVID, they are thriving COVID. And that's a huge big thumbs up for me. So I thought that was really, really very, very excellent news. Also going on that I thought was really interesting, some friends from overseas, which would be kind of the equivalent of the Motorcycle Industry Council here in the United States, the MCIA has released a new ad campaign. Like, you know, why on earth do we need more ad campaigns? Well, you know, as I just mentioned, motorcycle sales are in a little bit of a little bit of a bad time right now, and so they were trying to really come up with a good game plan, encouraging new people to get on bikes. That's also not a new story. We've been talking about this for the past 10 years. But here's the interesting thing: is look at this campaign. They're talking about public transport. You have the potential to be exposed, you know, to this virus. Two wheels, you're isolated. Public transport is risky because of your exposure. Two wheels is safer. You're confined on public transport, but you got the freedom of two wheels. The fear of public transport with all these people, all these germs, versus the fun of being on two wheels. So I think that that is an excellent campaign. I wish that we had some more folks that were making this kind of noise here in the United States, but I'm going to promote our friends overseas because it cuts both ways, right? Motorcycles don't know really, whether you're riding in America or Europe or the UK. You know, they don't mind. They just want your butt to sit on them and they want to go places. So I thought that this was a really, really brilliant ad campaign. I thought that this was really, really excellent. And as evidenced by that 30% increase in sales, people are down to get on bikes. This is, you know, what I've been saying for the past several months now that this corona, this COVID, everything that's been happening globally, you know, don't think of it, it's all in your perspective. If you think of it as jail, it becomes jail. If you think of it as an opportunity, then perhaps it becomes an opportunity to learn to ride, an opportunity to learn to ride a dirt bike, an opportunity to get out with your buddies and go get some fresh air, you know, while we're all on lockdown here. Like, I think that there's a lot of different ways to look at it. So I thought that that was very bravo, and I wanted to give them a little thumbs up for today. So also going on out here in motorcycling, Some events, I mentioned this last week, but I want to go ahead and hammer it home because it is one of the very few events that is starting to kind of creep up on the calendar. So I thought that this was really neat. And this is a dirt track, flat track event going on this weekend, June 13th, down in South Carolina for all my Southeast friends. Down in South Kakalaki at Gaston or Gaston? I don't have my glasses on. There we go, Gaston. I do have my glasses on. That's how blind I am. Gaston, South Carolina is going on this weekend, June 13th. This is a TT and short track ARMA national event. I thought that sounded like a hell of a good time. Feel free to click over to ARMA, American Historical Racing Motorcycle Association. They've got a great Facebook page. Go click on over and check it out for more details. Also going on not this weekend, but next weekend, the very first event post-corona, because they actually did have races back in March, but the very first event post-corona for our friends over at Steve Nace Racing, which is some very, very excellent dirt track and flat track racing. All-Star Racing is going on June 20th over here in Indiana. For my friends in the middle part of the United States, this one is for you. This is up in Terre Haute, Indiana. This is a half-mile flat track motorcycle race on June 20th, so make sure you put that on your calendar. Another event, and my partner for this month, thank you so much for our friends over at She Rides Moto and Smoky Mountain Harley-Davidson. Our friends down in Tennessee are hosting another event. They hosted this last year. The folks over at Smoky Mountain Harley-Davidson and She Rides Moto are super excellent and kick-ass. They are in the Maryville, Tennessee area. She is hosting an event, a ladies motorcycling weekend, July 2nd through the 5th. That is next month, coming up fast. So if you miss riding and hanging out with your lady friends, I know I sure do, come on out and come join us next month down in beautiful Tennessee. So that's what's going on for this week out here in motorcycling, some motorcycling news and events and things and stuff going on. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you guys checking on back. Again, thank you for your patience with all of my new software, but look at that. Slides and graphics and all sorts of, look at me go. Woo! Slides and graphics going on in the new show. What do you think about that for your live produced and with graphics? Totally kicking ass over here. So thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. I appreciate you. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you for your patience. Big love, big hugs, and high fives. And now, let's go ahead and go say hey to some of you over in the comments. I know Steve, I saw Motorcycle Riders of Maine peeked in. Thank you for tuning in. Polly, one of our overseas viewers, thank you for tuning in. Also, our friends over at Jeff Smith, one of our top fans. Dan Benson, one of my top fans down in Tennessee. Stay dry this weather. Woo! It's up and down rain, and it's got to be like 90 degrees out here. It's a swamp. It's disgusting. So thank you as always for tuning in. All of our regular fans and regular viewers. Ron Berger, thank you for tuning in. Ricky, thank you for watching. Jamie, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. As always, we could not do any of these shows without you watching. Our Choppertown Nation, thank you so much for tuning in. My partner over here at All Things Motorcycle, Vroom Retract Vac. This thing kicks ass. It sucks, and it's totally supposed to. VroomYourRoom.com. Go check them out. All Things Motorcycle, my new podcast, is posted up over at Buzzsprout. Go feel free to check on it. My second episode is live. I've got an interview with Billy Lane and the beginnings of Harley-Davidson. Some t-shirts are live over at twostroketees.com. Help support the All Things Motorcycle program. Click over and pick up a shirt. They include free shipping here in the United States. And last but definitely not least, again, my pals, She Rides Moto Weekend is next month. They are my event partner for this month, so I'm going to be doing nothing but giving them awesome love. She Rides Moto and Smoky Mountain Harley-Davidson, two awesome folks under the same roof, same umbrella. If you haven't had the chance to go down there and check it out, make sure you put that on your calendar. Ladies Motorcycle Weekend, July 2nd through the 5th, 2020. I'll see you there. Thanks again for tuning in, everybody. Feel free to click on over to the Instagrams. Give me a follow. It all goes down in the stories at Jacqui Van Ham and at the Jacqui of all trades. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you on Friday.